Hey guys, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to my channel. So as a lot of you may know who watch me and who have been watching me for a good few months or so now, I do suffer from pretty bad anxiety, sadly, and I like to make videos talking about mental health. I don't like to do it too much, as I know it's not something that everybody wants to see, and also it is quite a hard thing to talk about and there is still quite a lot of stigma behind it, so I'm always very nervous when I do make videos surrounding those kind of subjects, as they are quite controversial, and I'm always scared of offending someone, which sadly you can't ever not do these days. But I wanted to make a video which was more on the helpful side for people suffering with mental health issues similar to mine. So I wanted to make a video about ways and just things that I use to help cope with my anxiety on a day-to-day basis. And today I'm going to talk about the kinds of video games I like to play when I'm having a bit of a bad day with my anxiety and I just need something to help, just to sort of take me away from the situation and my head, and just help try and calm me down and ground me a bit. If you also watch me, you also know that I'm a massive lover of video games. I mainly play the 3DS and the Switch, so I'm very much a Nintendo girl, but I do also enjoy my PS Vita. So these are just going to be a few games that I like to play to help with my anxiety, and yeah, I hope you find a game on this list that you enjoy playing. And if I haven't mentioned a game that you really love to play and that personally helps you, then please drop me a comment, as I would love to try it out. And with that being said, let's get straight into today's video. So the first category of games I'm going to be talking about are of course 3DS games, as they are my favourite kinds of games to play. And the first two are of course Animal Crossing games. This comes as no surprise, as I love Animal Crossing so much. And the first one of course is Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is definitely going to be a favourite with a lot of people who suffer from anxiety, and not that, just depression and any other kind of mental health problem. This game is just truly magical. If you don't know what Animal Crossing is, you are a resident in a town full of animals, and in New Leaf you are, well, your role is to become the mayor of the town, which you sort of become accidentally, and your role is just to help build up the town. You can build different projects in your town. There's just so many endless things that you can do in Animal Crossing. You can fish, you can catch bugs, you can work on decorating your house, you can design clothes, you can travel to a faraway island and play games with your friends. What I love about this game is just there are endless possibilities, and even the music in this game is just very relaxing. Like there are different hourly sort of town tunes, and I really love to play this, especially at night, as it's just got such a lovely relaxing atmosphere. This game just really makes me forget about all my worries. I can just focus on trying to catch this finfish in the water and not trying to let it escape, or I can engage in some very, some very intellectual conversation with some animals in my town. And trust me, I can guarantee you, if you do just want a game just to help you escape at the end of a long hard day, this will definitely be the game for you. Another game in the Animal Crossing series, which is a bit less well known and not as many people love this, is Happy Home Designer. This is a game purely for helping design the interior of houses for animals, and your role is basically, as a member of the Happy Homes Academy, is you take on different job requests and you just have to design the interior and the exterior of a house to their request. I personally really love designing. My favourite part of games is the designing process. I love designing the characters. I love just putting my personal touch on things. It's just something that I really enjoy, and Sims is also another great game for that. I can spend hours just making Sims. I can spend my whole life doing it, to be honest, more than the actual gameplay. But this game is just purely designing houses, and of course if you want the full Animal Crossing experience, then New Leaf is the one for you. But if you are very much into your interior design like me, then this is also a great game for you. It also just helps me really switch off, and I really focus on the task in front of me, which is what I really look for in games when it comes to games to help with my anxiety and stuff like that. As often I become way too focused on my mood and the thoughts in my head, so I just really need something to help take me away from that, and this is perfect for that. I find like whenever I take on a request to design a house, it does take me like literally like a good hour or so to like get it to like pure perfection, which is what I really like. It's really good because I can become truly absorbed in this game, and then before I know it, like an hour or two has passed, and then by then I'm feeling a lot better in myself, and it's just a really good game just to take a little break from during the day. Another game with a designing element to it is New Star Boutique 2. I bet a lot of you also know about this game. There was a game on the DS called New Star Boutique, and also New Star Boutique was released on the 3DS, but this is the latest one in this series. This is basically another design game, but this time it's fashion, and you basically run your own boutique, and you get to, well, eventually you can design your own clothes, but in this you are mainly running your own boutique. You get to sell clothes. I love how there are so many different like genres and styles of clothes. There's even Lolita Brownsville, which is what I love. It's so cool. In this version you can also help clients with hair and makeup, so there's lots of different elements to this game to satisfy your needs. And again, this is just a very relaxing, calming game, and I can really become fully absorbed and focus in the task ahead of me. And I just, because I really enjoy fashion and design, it's just a game that makes me truly happy inside, and it's just very fun and light-hearted, and I recommend this for any fashion lovers out there. And the last game in the category of 3DS games is going to be Story of Seasons. Now, I've not actually played a Harvest Moon, like a proper Harvest Moon game. This is in like the Harvest Moon series, but I'm still yet to play a Harvest Moon game, which I really need to do, I know. But Story of Seasons is basically the same thing as Harvest Moon. This is just the original Story of Seasons game. There are others in this series, and I know Trio of Towns is coming out later this year. For some reason the UK get it way after everyone else, which is so annoying. And there is a tiny fly over there. How annoying. Basically in this game you are a farmer, as you would probably kind of get by the cover art, and I'm sure most of you know what Harvest Moon is anyway. And your basic aim is just to help build up your own farm by growing crops. You can take care of animals, you can get to know the residents in the town, and you can even have children with them, which I think is pretty awesome, but I've not gotten that far yet. Again, the music is just so relaxing. It really takes you away to like, it just helps you forget about all your problems. And I like how like the time mode is in this game, as with like Animal Crossing, that is a real-time game, but this one is kind of like Sims, where you have a clock that just sort of counts up, and then within like, I don't know how long it is, but like probably like in a quarter of an hour you're on to like the next day. So it's kind of fast-paced in that way, and it just means that there's always something going on in your town. The different vendors and shops that come to visit your like town hall, they change every single day. There's always new events happening, and there's just always so many different things to do. Again, like you can fish, you can like collect bugs, and we just have to appreciate this extremely cute artwork. Look, I just love how cute and chibi everyone is. But yeah, I'm very excited to get the new Story of Seasons coming out later this year. So if you have played Harvest Moon and you want like a different sort of variation, then this is definitely one to get. Also, I've heard Stardew Valley is amazing, and I watched some gameplay, and I'm very excited for that to come to Switch later this year or next year. Next up, I'm going to talk about a Switch game that has really been, which I've really been enjoying lately. First of all, can you please appreciate my brand new Switch case? I got this when I got the new Splatoon 2 game, which came out last Friday. I really wanted to talk about that, but sadly Splatoon's not really a game that I can relax to, as it's like a shooter, so I'm pretty tense like this, trying to make sure that I'm doing my best in every single match. Plus my internet disconnects like every 10 minutes, which is stressful as hell. I got this new case to go along with it, and it's so cute, and it's way more compact than my other one. But yes, in here we have my Switch. Oh yeah, and I also got these cute little like silicone covers for the, what do you call these, Joy-Cons? Not, yeah, Joy-Con circle pad things, what am I even saying? I'm finding that the Switch has a lot of really cute indie games at the moment, as there have been like obviously a lack of more kind of like main games for the Switch, as it is very new and we have a lot on the horizon. And now that Splatoon's out, I'm mainly playing that, but there is one indie game which I was and am still really enjoying, and that is this little cute game on the front here called I and Me. It was only £8 on the eShop actually, which is what I like, that all the indie games are a lot less inexpensive than the main games, as like they all like 50 quid right now. It's so expensive, oh my god. But yes, I just gotta show you how cute this game is. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I did buy it purely off the artwork. But if I'm just quiet for a moment, then you can listen to the music and you can see what I mean. Oh, that's the wrong way. So nice. Also, I hope I don't get copyrighted for all this, so I'm going to turn that down now. This game is called I and Me. It's a pretty simple, like, puzzle platformer game, and I'll try and insert some footage whilst I'm talking so you can see what I mean. But yeah, basically, there are just stages in this game, and you have like these little 2 adorable cats, and you basically like simultaneously have to get them into like these picture frames at the same time. I don't know what the technical term for this game is, but it's basically a lot more challenging than just like a normal sort of platformer puzzler game. But what I really like is mainly the music. It's just very whimsical and relaxing, which is what helps me the most, and of course the artwork, and again it just really helps me like focus on the thing in front of me. And I really enjoy puzzle games. I think they're really fun, and it's a good game to like play if you're on the go, because sometimes like I'll take my consoles and I'll use them if like I'm a bit anxious and I just need something just to help switch me off for a moment, but I don't want to get into like a full game of something. So this is really good just to like put on for maybe a quarter of an hour if I'm on like a quick train ride, as I can just play the stages and then like before I know I'm done and I can just quit. So yeah, if you're after a really cute new little indie game to play that isn't that expensive, then I and Me is definitely one to play. And the last game, well series I'm going to be talking about is the Hatsune Miku Project Diva series on the PS Vita. Yeah, I primarily bought my Vita just for that series, as there's 3 on the Vita and also 1 on the 3DS. So if you don't own a Vita and you would like to play this, then you can play it on the 3DS as well. So loading up right now is Hatsune Miku Project Diva the second, which is probably my favourite joint with Project Diva X. The only difference like in all the games is just the fact that the graphics is a lot better in the second game in X, and of course the song selection. But if you don't know, this is a rhythm game, and I used to be terrible at these games. I used to hate them, but after a bit of practice and playing them like every single day, I have got much better at them. But primarily the aim of the game is literally you just play a song and then you have like notes come along and the X will come along, and then you just press it when it hits on the target to the beat of the song, and that is basically it. I don't think I can show you really gameplay because I will get copyrighted sadly. If you're a fan of like Vocaloid or anime, then this is definitely a game that you would enjoy, as I really love Vocaloid. I love the songs. The songs are so good. I wish I could download them on iTunes. But again, I find rhythm games just to be a really good game, just to really purely help me like truly focus, as yeah, even when I'm playing some games my mind can like wander off and I can find it really hard to concentrate, but when I get into the song I can help switch off from the things going on around me. So it's really good, say if I'm like traveling on a train. Sometimes my anxiety can get so bad where like I can't truly focus and it like really affects the performance of my game, but it still always helps, and I just love Hatsune Miku a lot, so this is definitely a game I recommend. So those are just a few games that help me personally with my anxiety and coping with it on a day-to-day basis. Again, if there are some games that you like to play that help you, then please drop a comment, as I'm sure we would all love to know. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to give this a like and to subscribe before you go. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.